for my world, exist better as fantasy than in reality, right? If we were to bring another person into the couple, that would f things up in ways that we would never recover from. But if that just happens in your head,
I like that you know you.
That's not for us.
What
right?
if we were just a child? Because then nobody gets jealous, really.
And if you kill it afterwards, then it's kind of like a solved problem.
Well, I don't. If it survives what we're gonna do to it, that's a hardy child.
Is there an island I could go to where they specialize in this?
There used to be.
Don't get me started about that island.
I was talking to my girlfriend the other day. I was complaining about, like, yeah, back when I was on Tinder, there was this one girl that just wouldn't stop. I gave her my phone number, and she kept texting me like weeks after the point. And she's like, oh, years ago on Facebook, an Indian guy that I met for like 3 minutes, like out in public once, wanted to add me on Facebook, and he added me, and so I felt bad, and so I clicked accept. And then he just kept sending me for months sexy Indian messages. And if you know anything about Indian guys, they are not as suave. They'll be like, you are very, very much like this dick. It is very, very good for you. You will like it a lot.
Let me give you 6 time.
let me shit in the street real quick, and I come in and give you very, very good sex. And she was like, and I kept ignoring it and saying like, oh, that's nice, I have plans and things like that. And then one day I check into my Facebook messages, and he sends me a picture of his penis. And it was very, very small. And in the comments, he said, if you come to me, all of this can be yours. I asked her, I was like, please please go back in your picture so I can see like the whole conversation. I would love to have this be a bit on the show. And she couldn't find it. But Indian guys, apparently the most sexually aggressive men on Facebook.
I would have guessed delivering babies is nice, and you catch people on a happy day, and normally not always.
Or just a devastating.
Well, the thing is, I think he hates children and babies in particular, and but they've just stuck him with this job, and he's hoping that he can transfer out of it soon. But he's over in Japan right now, and I think he's just slaying all of that horizontal gash, just going to town on it. You know that when you're a kid, everybody said that Asians' pussies were the other direction.
Okay,
yeah,
you know,
everybody remembered that.
Yeah. So he's just really getting after it over there. Apparently, like a fit American guy, you know, with his head on his shoulders, is just a real a slaying machine. He said he fucked this Japanese girl the other day, and like she almost spoke no English. It was like watching hentai. It was like, and then like he finishes up.
Stop! You're raping me.
I'm so glad I'm not streaming this on Twitch.
Do it harder, you American pig. Destroy my pussy like Hiroshima. Oh yeah. Like you know that's got to be a fetish over there, like something like that. But anyway, he finishes up, and
they call it the Hiroshima gas. She had 2 babies.
He finishes up, he takes the condom off, and he goes like toss it away, and she's like, no, and she like takes it and like hoovers it down like to eat all the cum out of the condom. He was like, it was one of the grossest things I've ever seen, and I work in a terrible place.
Dude, once I've already busted, and like if some woman I don't know is about to like upturn the condom into her mouth, my reaction is going to be like, "Oh, don't you dare! Don't try to ruin this moment! Don't you try to gross me out!" Like start a podcast and listen to it for 10 minutes, and then think of something that I think is funny, like a voice, and then just do that to myself the whole way home. Like I was driving on the highway today, being like, "Oh man, that Wow Owen Wilson video was really funny," and I was just sitting there going, "Wow, wow." Man, that's great! Wow, and is that autism? I'm not really into trains or anything.
When I learned how to whistle with my fingers, like the super loud one.
Oh yeah,
I'm envious of that skill. I can't
do that. I can't also
whistle at all.
I can't blow a bubble like with gum.
Oh,
Loser.
Yeah.
That is the measure of a man.
You can't get you just put it up against your teeth, stick your tongue out a little bit.
Okay, Marilyn, tell me more. You just put your lips together.
What I do, Kyle,
and blow.
I put the gum against my teeth to make it flat and thin, and then I blow it. And
I chew it
should work
really hard, and then I smooth it out, eat some sauerkraut, and then put it over my asshole. And then just blow it out.
Oh.
Does sauerkraut give you guys gas? Am I alone?
I don't eat sauerkraut.
You don't like sauerkraut? It's great on a brat.
I don't like brats either. I'm sure we've all like creeped on somebody on the internet. Like, this guy or girl I went to high school with, let me see what they're up to.
How'd they turn out?
Oh, they're married to this person? Well, let me see what that person's up to. Oh, look, there's their hot cousin. Let me see where their hot cousin works. Oh, there she is. Yeah. We've all been there and done that.
Yeah.
But this is this is different. This is dark.
I don't know. I find a little more fun in the body weight stuff. Sorry, I have a reminder.
God, 4 hours in and your phone goes off. Stop it and let's restart.
My mother-in-law once laid out what old age dating is about. And she's like, yeah, this is like post-65. All they're looking for is a nurse or a purse. One of those two. And I'm like, okay.
My dad's 63, 64, something like that, and that is not what's going on with him. He's like, I think he lies on his thing and says he's like 61 or something like that, or maybe even 59 or somewhere in there. But like, he shows me the pictures of these women, and I'm like, that's not bad. All right, yeah, that's a shapely woman. That's not. She's got, she's not no gray. That's some blonde, good-looking lady. And he's got so many of them that, like, he was over here the other night, and I was cooking steaks, and then the girl he was seeing, not really a girlfriend, whatever you want to call it, was like, she sends him this text message that says, I've got men knocking at my door. You need to make a decision here, meaning, you need to commit to me in some way. And he was like, he typed back, answer it, and then blocked her. He typed back, answer it, and blocked her. I was like, oh, that's cold as ice. Ooh.
Let's end the show on that one.
Didn't know the face, but by the name they knew him.
Every day a little bit worse. This button, when it says start recording, and when you press it, the word changes to stop. Well, those words are pretty much the same to my eyes. And I'm like, did it go?
Look at all the diversity on this podcast.
The brown-haired white guy with the glasses is tits.
Yeah. But what shade of brown?
Which is why you'll like be walking around in the woods or something and smell like a flower that you smelled as a kid, and then just have like a vivid, long memory about it. It's really neat. But yeah, the what the fuck are we talking about? Monkeys? Cats. Oh, cats. Yeah, I. That's really the worst part about cats. Isn't their shitty personality or the fact that they would eat your face within 2 seconds of you dying. Like, that's not it. The worst part is the smell. You can be the best cat owner, so attentive, cleaning that litter box after every bowel movement and pee, and it still will permeate and smell like pee. Like, it's just, there's a cat smell, and it sucks.
On your screen. Like, Chiz was showing us those Mustangs and stuff the other night. They were like $4,800 and $7,900, and it's like, oh yeah. But somewhere there's some guy who with like a brand new Roush Mustang, and then he put another $40,000 in it, and then he had to get his track time in, and he's got a professional trainer. Just depends what level you want to go to, but you could totally get a horse for couple $1,000s, man.
If someone offered me a horse for free, I'd say no thank you.
Right?
They said, sir, you've won a radio contest. You win a free thoroughbred horse.
Shit.
I'd be like, all right, like, can I get like Blues tickets or something? Like, how many Blues and Cardinals tickets is that? Because I need some Tinder date fuel, and that's way more useful to me than
I don't know, man. You show up on that horse, and you're like, come on, climb on up.
Careful, Dandy's back isn't too good. If you could just walk behind us. Yeah. I'm a low class. This is the Honda Civic of horses. Yeah, I would not want a horse. I would never want a bird. I can't see myself wanting any kind of pet for real other than a dog. Like, even given the option of monkey, Like when push came to shove, I'd be like, you know what? No, this is not practical. It's going to break things and lose things and be a nuisance to everyone who comes over.
Here's what you need, though, and this is just me thinking right here, but like, what if like you had one of those helper monkeys who've been trained to help some disabled person, and then the disabled person dies, and then you get a secondhand monkey, right? And they're like, this is Ginger. She's a capuchin master helper monkey. Don't worry about the diapers. She knocks on the door and rings the bell whenever she'd like to go outside. That's her poop tree out there. You know, just tell her which one, and she'll know from now on. Is Ginger? That's your poop tree. Now she knows. See, it's good. And you could, and she knew like 50 commands or something. Like, then you'd want Ginger. You'd want Ginger, the capuchin helper monkey.
Until you realize the poop tree is where she climbs up to throw poop at you.
Well, she does.
She is a monkey.
But she'll throw it at whoever you want. That's
a used lion. Yeah, like that secondhand movie. Yeah, secondhand monkey. No, I don't. I still don't think I would accept the secondhand monkey because at the end of the day, it is going to wreck your shit and climb up on your counters and break dishes and just be a little asshole, because primates are kind of just assholes in a way. Like, they're smart enough to know how to upset other animals. Like when a dog does something like eat the garbage, and it sees your face, like it puts its head down, you know, it knows that it did something wrong, but it never maliciously did that. It never thought, I'm going to get its attention by spreading garbage around. Like, monkeys will do that.
I saw something about this on Twitter earlier today, and I was cracking up. This 25-year-old in Hove, East Sussex, he threw away his last pair of jeans when he was 14. He's now 25, and he only dresses as a Regency-era nobleman as he goes around the world, talking to people, doing everything, job interviews. He's got a cane, he's got coattails, he's got big boots, he's got a top hat. This guy is hard-pressed to be beaten in the cool guy of the week category at this point. But isn't that, can you imagine seeing that guy walking around? That is so either this guy is redefining autism or he is the greatest troll of all time.
I want to ask a question here because I'm thinking I might get a vasectomy soon. And,
don't deprive the world of little filthies.
Shut your
fucking
breeder mouth.
It's funny you say that because like I have no desire for children, not a singlest. I don't have a fatherly bone in my body.
I don't remember what he called it.
Okay.
I don't remember that. But like, he's there for like deliveries and stuff, and he's working on pussy all day. And he was just like, oh, it's just wrinkled, nasty pussy all day. And guess what I saw today? Guess what? A dead baby. You ever seen a dead baby? I have. We had 2 deliveries today. One was the one I worked on, beautiful little black baby. The other, dead baby. So I'm just walking outside, you know, just took my break or whatever, and I see a bassinet in the hallway, and I'm like, oh, that's my baby. I want to go take a look at the little guy before he, you know, heads back to the incubators or whatever the fuck. I look in there, it's a dead baby, blood coming out of its eyes and nose.
Oh,
they put dead babies in a bassinet? Why?
I mean,
what a macabre visual.
What do you put them in a trash bag and just
no,
throw them in the
immediately
trash?
You put it in your fucking Ninja blender, and then you send it to L'Oreal so that Hollywood celebrities can use it in face creams.
Ah, that's what's in that Gwyneth Paltrow goop.
Yes,
it's all ground up babies, baby puree.
Yeah, it's adrenochrome. That's where they get it. All the elites.
I would drink a baby a day if it had like legitimate health benefits.
Depends how it would taste.
People say I look young.
I assume it tastes like dead baby, Taylor. It's going to taste awful.
Probably tastes like copper, right? Blood tastes a little metally.
Mango! Like, there's no way that happens.
I need them all. And, you know, I don't want to be a freak. You know
what else I like? I like my hearing. I'm pretty good about hearing protection. A lot of people aren't. Paramotor, I double up. And not only do I like protecting my hearing, but I find it more pleasant. You know, if I'm on like when I plane wood, it's often a loud machine for like an hour at a time. Double up. Not only is it safer, but it's nicer.
You grow up with a woman screaming at you enough, you won't mind a little hearing loss after a while.
Good thing.
It becomes part of the game. Your tinnitus.
Bang, bang, bang. If I keep this up, you'll fuck up. Bang, bang, bang. I won't be able to hear shit in a year or two.
So your parents are fully divorced? That's over and wrapped and done?
Yeah, they're fully divorced.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, I don't know how long it's been that the divorce has been full.
Two Christmases, Kyle. You know,
I haven't gotten shit for Christmas.
Twice as many presents. Yes.
In a coon's age, I haven't gotten anything.
In a coon's age?
In a coon's age. Yeah, you know the lifespan of a raccoon.
Apparently, it was impressive. I think he even complimented it shortly before he took it.
Showed his see his dick in the first season, and it's not.
Well, they couldn't. Or they put a prosthetic cock on.
By the way, I'm not sure. I think Taylor might have a giant cock. That has to be the 21st reference he's made to like a television penis that he found unimpressive.
Unworthy.
Yeah. But you were a substitute teacher. Do you think you would have advanced to full-time regular teacher?
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I did. The year before, I was a full-time teacher for half the year.
What did you teach again, your full-time?
History and media.
Really?
Nice. I bet you would have been a fun-ass teacher.
I never joked straight up. I was super sarcastic and I never smiled. But like the smart kids would come in and be like, "Oh, this guy's fucking around." Yeah, like they knew. The smart kids knew. Like I shaved like a mustache because I was like, "I'm a teacher. I have a mustache." And some kids would come in and be like, "You don't really have a mustache, do you? Like you grew one for class."
I mean,
I remember the very first day I taught class like that I ever did. I was like 22 and like it was like an 11th grade and sometimes they're like 18. And I was sitting at the desk like my class is gonna start, and this kid walks in, like the kids walk in and like one of them looks at me and goes, "Who's this fag?" Right away to me. And it was like I had to be like, "Hey, what the fuck you saying to me, bitch?" But I didn't know what to do yet or anything, so I was just like, "Oh, I just look at my desk for this thing here. Where did I leave my papers?" But I'm a substitute. It's not my desk. None of this stuff is mine. I just wanted to not deal with that yet, but I also didn't want to just be like, "You're right, I am."
I gotta go make dinner, guys. Thanks for the invite. Good talk. And have
good chatting.
Show. Yeah.
Thanks, I'll argue with you on Twitter later about some.
I'm sure that's coming down the line. All right. Bye, guys.
Later. Product of United States Rubber. Are you?
Could you say it again?
He feller in the white.